and later scored in the bullpen. And Spence just hit Caballero.
Tampa Bay and Oakland are tied in the top of the 7th when we have an interesting play.
Points are on his shoulder. Oh, Caballero hit by the pitch. Oh, forget that. Saying he didn't get out of the way.
A batter touched by a pitch ball is not entitled to first base if the batter makes no attempt to avoid being touched by the ball.
Here we go. Absolutely. Kevin Cash is about to lose his mind, and I'm going to sit right here and watch it unfold.
Note that the standard attempt to avoid is lower than leaning in. Leaning in is a violation, but because it is no attempt to avoid.
Oh, it's fudge and blueberries, according to Kevin Cash.
In other words, our question is, did the batter attempt to avoid? And leaning in means that no, the batter did not attempt to avoid. So let's look at that replay.
I mean, you can see the elbow. I mean, that is as blatant as it gets.
That lean in suggests the batter did not attempt to avoid, so the umpire calls him back to home plate as the rule states. Kevin Cash does not like that, though. This argument goes on for quite a while, but wait, there's more to this rule. Did you notice the location of the pitch that hit the batter?
In the bullpen, and Spence just hit Caballero, and they're saying he leaned into
Here we go.
Hello, numbers. Hello, 3D Strike Zone. What do we do now?
But here's the effort. Here's the look. I mean, come on. What do you got?
I've actually got a strike. The pitch was in the strike zone when it touched the batter. That is a strike. Anyway, Cash will get ejected.
Well, now he's going to get tossed. Second ejection of the year for Kevin Cash.
This is a refusal to stop arguing ejection. Umpire gave him an adequate point. He decided to continue it. He was tossed. By Felicia, indeed. Arguing an obvious lean-in is a look. Can't spell cheats without Cash. I mean, linguistically, you literally cannot spell the word cheats without C-A-S-H.
Yeah, that was it. He's like, I got my money's worth and I did not get thrown. I'm going to make sure I get tossed.
Yeah, looked like it was going to end for a second, and then it didn't.
That's where refusal to stop arguing comes in. He had a chance to walk away. He didn't. He came back. He was thrown out.
I would say he was caught red-handed, but instead he's caught red-elbowed. Bouncing ball to Caballero. He charges across the diamond.
We are now in the 8th inning for part 2 of this video.
And Diaz can't corral it. He's got to get back, and he's out.
Don't you just love it when the broadcast cuts away from the most important part of the play? Anywho, here's a replay.
Going to get his helmet, and he gets rung up.
As much as I like the Ballou call at home plate, I'm not sure about this one at first base. A batter runner cannot be tagged out after overrunning or oversliding if they return immediately to the base.
Challenging the out call at first base.
And then you can see up here.
The call stands, the runner's out, Oakland loses his challenge.
The tag, of course, is reviewable, but the question of whether the runner attempted to advance to second is not.
I think he's going to want to figure out if there was a ruling prior to Andujar. Yep.
That, of course, is an ejection for arguing after a replay review, which is listed separately than arguing the result of a replay review.
Man, oh man, Mark Kotsay just got ejected by Eric Bacchus.
And it's because Mark Kotsay cannot come out and argue the call after it's been challenged.
I point out that arguing after a replay review is a separate listing than arguing a replay review, because he's arguing a call that's not reviewable.
And this is what that rule is trying to prevent. Bacchus, just like Kevin Cash, is going to cash out on his way out.
He's arguing, hey, my runner didn't try to go to second, batter runner attempt to advance to second, not reviewable. But you're still arguing after a replay review.
To Caballero, charges, throws, it's underneath Yandy Diaz's glove. Andujar takes a U-turn by first.
Another lovely, vague, ambiguous rule. Just turning toward the fair territory side is not enough to get this call. You have to actually attempt to advance.
Kotsay disputes it, and now is letting the umpiring crew have it.
So let's go ahead and analyze it from the rules standpoint. Not the what way did he turn, but what was he actually doing?
It's not like he makes an effort to go to second base. But that right there, that turn, whatever your intent is, does not matter.
I appreciate the broadcaster's grace for the umpires, but I disagree. It does matter. I think that this is a
technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Call due to optics alone, but does it fit the game?
He is so far into fair territory and so far towards second base, whether it's in an effort to go reclaim his batting helmet or just avoid it, it doesn't matter.
I can get with that. That's where I think the call comes from. It's an optics thing, because where do you draw the line? Oh no, my batting helmet made it all the way to second base. Let me go retrieve it, but I'm not trying to advance. Oh, I'm at second already. Okay.
I don't like the call as much as I don't want to sit up here and watch things unfold the way they just have. I can understand why things have unfolded the way they have.
And I agree entirely with that part of the analysis.
Doesn't mean I have to accept it or like it. I'm with Mark Kotsay, not happy about it, but ultimately I think we understand.